give me your name and what projects you're involved in?
I am Anthony Spey. I am the art director and cover artist for Zenoscope Entertainment, and I'm involved in all the projects. We have a lot of the cover art here, so these are a lot of my covers.
Oh, well, how long have I been in the comic?
Doing this comic stuff.
This kind of stuff? Oh, I say about 27 years.
27 years.
Yes.
That's a long
I started
time.
when I was about 17 years old, just dabbling into this stuff. You have scissors? Do you have a scissor or no? Are you trying to tear that up?
Yeah.
Are you trying to cut it like
Just cut it a little bit.
And has this been your main profession for a long time?
No, I do advertising, commercial art, other stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
I've done other vocations that are not art related.
Yeah.
But we all have,
Yes.
delivery boy, working a pool ball,
Yeah.
lake breaker, bouncer, stuff.
Yeah.
But this is where my heart is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for talking with me.
No problem here.
Christopher Uminga. Another one of the many artists here at the Boston Comic Con. Some of his handiwork.
Which meant it was a good time.
Oh, yeah, totally.
How long have you been in the business?
About 8 years.
How did you start out?
Started just going to shows like this, showing my work around, and really just trying to get as much feedback and input as possible from other artists. And then one year just decided, let me try to set up and see how well I do.
Yeah.
That was about it.
And are you enjoying the work?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I keep looking up. Yeah, I love it. It's a great way for me to continue to work in an area that I love, and then with characters I love. So yeah, I'm having a great time.
That's good. Gerald Conte, I presume?
Gerard, yes. How you doing?
Hello. I take it you're an artist.
Most days.
What kind of work do you do?
I do interiors, pencil and ink.
Blue shade your work?
Yes.
Robert Paolucci? Hello. Destiny Nicholson. Dressed as Harley Quinn?
Yes, from the new Injustice video game.
Oh, okay. And some other work. Have you modeled for video game companies before?
I haven't. I would love to, though. It'd be really fun.
Yeah, some people have done that.
Yeah.
Well, you definitely. Can I get you a stand? Look down at me.
Right, thank you.
Trying to figure out. Dominion Legacy with artist
Artist Ron Terrio.
Ron Terrio and writer
Mark Pistano.
Pistad. And this is
Technical support. Tia Cole.
who's also done some modeling, as we can see.
Yes. As you can see,
And
there's
some
been
designs here
inspiration.
too, right? Yeah. Oh, that's. And you're putting this together, getting funds together and such.
Yeah, so far it's not so much looking for the funding, just getting together and making it. We're local. We live up on the North Shore, so our intent is just basically to put something together that people can look at, enjoy, a little bit separate from the mainstream stuff that's out there.
Yeah. Well, you've got some good stuff here, and some very creative flair, no doubt. Best of luck to you. Drowntown Press, publishers of Me and Dr. D, Caroline's Catalog, How Dear to Me is Sleep, and Lingmaster. This is E.J. Barnes.
Hi.
And what do you do with Drowntown Press? What's your...
I write and draw.
Uh-huh.
Most of the time I write my own material that I'm drawing. Sometimes I work with script writers.
Yeah.
My most recent book is actually, I co-edited a book collecting work by Louisa Felix, who was a New Jersey artist who died earlier this year.
Oh. Okay. And how long has the press been in business?
I would say about 10 years.
Uh-huh. That's good. And are you enjoying the com?
I certainly am.
That's good. Have you gotten some sales and potential readers?
I certainly have.
That's good.
I hope that the people who picked up my books today enjoy them.
Yeah, that's good. Well, thank you for your input. This is the table of In Beyond Studios, and this is
Eric Hutchison.
Eric Hutchison. What work do you do?
I do comic book, graphic novel work, commissions, those kind of things.
And what's your brainchild right now?
My brainchild has been Crimson Huntress. I worked on the book probably for about 5 years, and just kind of hashing out the concept of the story. I wanted a origin-based story that had, really crazy monsters in it.
Yeah.
That people really hadn't seen before.
And this one, Neo Revolver?
Yeah, Neo Revolver is something I was working with a friend of mine, and he came up with kind of like a genetic sci-fi, series. It was pretty interesting stuff.
Oh, well. Well, this is from In Beyond Studios, and there's some more of the handiwork. Thank you. Jack Purcelli. Fine artists. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir, you got it.
Yard. So, Mr. Obar, what sort of work are you doing these days? Or what sort of projects?
Same thing, comics. Working on a couple of films too.
Really?
Yeah, but that's more like consultant and assistant to the director type things.
I've heard of some other talks of more films based on The Crow.
Yeah, there's starting in January, we're starting a new Crow film that's based directly on the graphic novel, like literally from page 1. So I won't do any disservice to the Brandon Lee film at all. It's an entirely different vision from Brandon's film.
Interesting. Well, we look forward to that. Speaking with Joseph Schmalke, creator of the Calamitous Black Devils. Can you tell us a little bit about this little story?
It's a World War II story. It's a World War II story where an elite brigade of army operatives are fighting their way through hordes of the undead, aliens, ancient gods, and space vampires, space werewolves. They get sucked into an interdimensional doorway that puts them on a planet at the center of the universe, and now they're trying to make their way back home.
That took it for 5 hours.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's a horror sci-fi book, so...
Nice artwork, too.
Thanks.
Who is this?
This is Sandman.
Ah, yeah, that's nice. Ghost Rider.
This is Skeletor versus Mumra. Take on the Simpsons.
How long have you been in the business?
This is my second convention. So I've been working on my comic book for a year and a half, and it's been picked up by Broken Icon Comics. I have flyers for that here.
Go.
Master Xanor.
Yeah.
So we got Calicor Art Mysteries.
Well, we actually have 7 issues. This is the front cover of the last issue.
Yeah. Photographic comics. Not a bad idea.
It's reality comics, in a sense.
Yeah.
And basically, we're the star of our own comics.
Yeah.
William Everson.
We're the starving artists, so we make it like a reality show.
I mean, it didn't start off like that, but it's grown into that.
Yeah.
And as we're trying to develop our own projects, which is painting and woodcuts and signet drawings, and we have a lot of shows going on.
Yeah. Seventh Voyage, created by Matthew Fletcher. So what in
It was actually not created.
Oh, but you illustrated?
I am the featured artist on Seventh Voyage.
Feature artist. How long have you been in this?
Professionally?
Yeah.
About 5-6 years.
Okay. And what have your titles included?
A ton of freelance work. Last year I did my first published sequential work in the Shakespeare Shaken anthology put out by Red Style Media. And then moved on to Seventh Voyage, which is a 120-page graphic novel that's being released in 2 60-page books.
Yeah.
First book comes out Chinese New Year 2014. So sequentially, that's been my sequential work.
What inspired you to get into art?
I don't know what inspired me to get into art. It inspired me to get into kind of comic industry.
Yes.
I really wanted to be an astronaut when I was younger. So I was a huge fan of Star Wars, anything space related.
Yeah.
And anything just medieval stories about Robin Hood, King Arthur, all of that stuff. Mythology inspired me. So I just had like these very weird influences mixed together, and then just started reading comics when I was about 14 or 15.
Yeah.
Kind of progressed from there.
That's good. Well, again, thank you. And you got some nice artwork.
Thank you very much.
Super Grover does not look better for wear.
Want to see something?
That's how most of us start reading.
What's Hellboy in Hell?
That's my new series. That's what I've been doing for the last year or so.
Oh, really?
I killed him off, sent him to hell.
Oh.
It's much more fun to draw.
It sure looks interesting
No,
enough.
no, don't
Oh,
film
sorry.
that. No, that's top secret. This new age of everything being recorded. It's a little,
Is it going to be black and white?
No, it's a color comic. It's like my other comics.
Uh-huh.
Monster Haiku.
Yes.
So, the name kind of says it all. It's
Yeah.
monsters. Every strip is a haiku. In case you're not
Ah,
familiar
yeah.
with the syllable pattern, it's 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables.
Yeah.
I use lots of puns, lots of wordplay, lots of irreverent humor. And I sell them in little books. First 100 strips, second 100, and the greatest hits collection that just came out 3 days ago, which is full color, commentary, and all kinds of cool knickknacks and paddywhacks.
That's good. I hope the fest has been good for you.
It has been fantastic. I've met
That's
wonderful
great.
people with video cameras like you. And
Yeah.
lots of fun.
Megalevel.net. And you're the creator,
I
right?
suppose so, yeah, one of the creators, absolutely.
And what do you specialize in?
I guess we specialize in irreverent pop culture blogging and t-shirts to go along with it. Just nonsense, positive nonsense, I'd say.
Okay.
I guess if we're talking about the blog, we try to create like a positive environment for people to come and talk about stuff, as opposed to like I'm being interviewed. Sorry.
all right.
As opposed to like, usual discourse on the internet is pretty negative,
Yeah.
cynical. So we're trying to be like the upbeat, positive guys, I would say.
Okay, so and I noticed you got a comic book here.
Yeah, the comic book's actually created.
And some Star Wars references. Zombie references. And how long have you been in business?
Well, the website's been around since 2009. We've been doing cons since August of last year, I would say.
Okay.
And it's been good. We've been a successful con. It's
Yeah.
enjoyable. I think, so we all have like other jobs, so it's more of like a passion project.
Yeah, that's good.
Riding or dying as opposed to like
Yeah.
con sales. So it's pretty good.
No, okay, that's can I very have good. Your name?
My name is Liz Larakis.
Yeah.
And I am the owner and designer of all of the accessories from Tracky Mock. Everything's made from the original comic books, pages.
These are wallets and all sorts of nifty things.
There's bracelets up here,
Yeah.
earrings.
Do you operate in Massachusetts?
I'm from Providence, Rhode Island,
Uh-huh.
and I'm at all the cons pretty much in the Northeast. I try and make an appearance at.
Is that the name of your company?
Yep, it's Comic Art Backwards.
Ah. Peter Vinton.
Peter Vinton, yeah. I've done work for Free Lunch Comics, for the Sky Pirates of Valandor. I've got my work published in the Iconic 2, which is put out by the Comic Artists Guild of America. And next year, watch for my own personal series, The Monitors Guild, about a revolution that kicks off in the year 2050, right here in Boston.
We'll look for it. Speaking with creators of Potential, James Green, the writer. Hello. And
Andrew
Taylor, artist. How long has this been in print?
We've been working on Potential for about 2 years now. We got our first issue printed last July. Then we got our second issue printed in January, and we were able to sell it at our last con in Philadelphia. We're currently working on the third. We have scripts for the fourth and fifth completed, and we're just working on getting those illustrated.
What inspired you to create this type of story?
This is Andrew's main idea.
The idea came from a couple of different things. Basically, it formed around this theory that the character has and that I jokingly have, but he's serious about it, that all human beings have the potential to possess psychic abilities. And if we know how to work out our brain, we can figure it out. So So the theory is that everyone can do this if they know how. But then there's this chemical accident, and everyone but the main character who has these theories gets powers from them. So the other idea behind it was to have this sort of psychotic drive and jealousy behind this main character.
Yeah.
To do this incredible thing that no one's done.
I see. Is this some of the artwork?
This is some of the pencils for issue 3, which I'm currently working on there.
Oh. And what sort of art has been your influence?
I'm currently very influenced by Becky Cloonan. Other than that, let's see if I can pronounce his name right. I think it's Olivier Coipel, who does X-Men. I also like Ryan Otley a lot, who does Invincible. So you can definitely see some of their styles incorporated into my own.
Okay. And who's your sort of inspiration for your writing?
A lot of my favorite artists. I really like the description and the images that are produced by Chuck Palahniuk. I'm a huge fan of George R.R. Martin. And a lot of descriptions and his fantasy realism is very inspiring to me.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot, guys.
And this is Batpool.
Thanks, bro. Hey, what's up, internets?
Red Claw. One of the creators, Rich Brunel. Tell us about Red Claw and how you started out with it.
All right, started out with Red Claw. It was actually an offshoot of our previous book called The Fat Squad.
Yeah.
Which is just basically a cartoon comic strip book about a bunch of fat guys that live in a house. They go on crazy adventures. In one of them, they create a time machine and get lost in time. Then we decided we wanted to do a story where they have a vigilante superhero in their town and they strike out to find out if he's real or not. And we did it in comic format instead of comic strips. And now we'll probably never go back to the comic strip format because we have so much fun with this.
That's good.
Yeah.
How long has this been in print?
Red Claw has now been going for about 10 months. We've put out 3 issues in that time.
Mm-hmm. And so you're having fun with it. That's good.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, thank you for your input.
Not a problem.
You are Rich Daly?
I am.
And what have you got here? Can you describe this little monster mashup?
Yeah, I got this book that I designed. I grew up with books like this, and I love doing them. I love monsters too. And so I've drawn all these body parts. So everything's drawn already for you.
Yeah.
And as you go, you just trace the parts you like and build a monster. So by the time you get through the book, you've got arms, legs, antennas, bodies. So you got all these different options. You can make hundreds of monsters.
I see.
And then this book I did are all these little short comics.
Yes.
And each one is based off of a monster, and the monsters are based off friends of mine. So
Oh,
I've
really?
taken our different, inside jokes and characteristics from our childhood and tried to make it more accessible for the masses.
I see.
Yeah. So that's what I've got. These are my 2 books that I've self-produced. And then I have this other kid's book that I've been working with a local author. She's self-publishing it. And that's Muffin McMouse, The Village of Friendship.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well,
And business is booming. It's my first Comic-Con, and I'm doing a lot better than my expectations
that's really good.
were set at.
Glad to hear some original talent is making it big.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Scott Ambruson, an old friend and accomplished artist.
Sort of accomplished. Having a good weekend, though.
Sorry?
Having a good weekend.
That's good. There's a good scenario to play out on the big screen. And here's another. Boba Fett, Master Chief. This is Daphne Lage.
Yes, it is.
Artist of
Tall Tales.
Tall Tales. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, as I was explaining before, Tall Tales is our series that I illustrate and JD writes. It's a fantasy adventure epic, sort of like if Disney did Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
And it spans 4 volumes plus a 1-volume spin-off.
Yes. People will have to look for it.
Yes.
What's your name, sir?
I'm Joshua Jones.
Joshua Jones. Are you illustrator?
I am a writer.
Writer. And you are?
Mark Frankel, but I'm also a writer.
Ah. And these are some of your work?
So these 2 I did. This one Josh and I both did. And we were lucky enough to be part of the writing collaboration team for this particular issue that just came out this Wednesday.
That's good. And you are?
And I'm Alex Epenzis. I'm the artist on Damn Heroes. And Mark is the writer.
Yeah, all right, that's fine. It's a bit big for you, isn't it?
You've got some good work.
Thank you, thank you.
And your name is Eugene
Byrne.
Byrne of Wolfman Productions, huh?
Hello.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your company?
We're an Irish-American company. We have an office in Dublin, Ireland, and an office in New Jersey. We work with independent artists. We produce our flagship.
Can you speak a little louder?
We produce our flagship Havoc 21. We produce independent, self-contained stories and characters for the independent market. The idea is that people don't have to invest in bigger products because with the independents, people are weary of story, never getting the complete story.
Yes.
So we try to make characters where you can follow on. If you see another issue later on, you can buy the other issue and they have a tapestry that's connected, but you don't need each of the pieces to enjoy the story. We try to showcase new talent that hasn't been out there before and give them a platform to work from, show that we published and stretch them, teach them. We're accomplished professional artists ourselves, myself and George Amaru, and that's what we do.
George Amaru?
Yes.
You work for Wolfman Productions?
I do, as well as Great Haven Comics over right here. So.
How long have you been in the business?
I've been semi-professional to professional creator since about 2007. Last couple of years have really been really great for me. There's a lot of books coming out, and I've been doing that ever since.
Oh, thanks for a little input.
Oh, thank you.
Here at the table of O'Neill FX Studios, some impressive bits of work. And this is Jeremy O'Neill. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
How long have you been in the business?
I started getting into special effects makeup around 1999, and so that's a long time, like 14 years, I believe. Yep.
Yeah.
And so we've been doing special effects makeup for TV and movies, and it's only recently that we've gotten into the realm of silicone mask. It's really a first-year venture on that.
Oh yeah. And these look to be pretty expensive.
Well,
are they?
Yeah, they are. The materials themselves are pretty expensive. Just for the first mask takes about 40 to 60 hours worth of work. And then each additional mask is about 4 to 6 hours. Just a gallon of the silicone is $200.
Oh,
so
wow.
it takes a long time to do these things. And I think that once you wear one, you'll never want to wear a normal rubber Halloween mask again. Yeah.
Well, you look dressed for the profession.
Dress for success, I like to say.
Yeah.
We're not kidding around. We're not kidding around here. We're serious about this.
And what sort of work have you done?
We've done everything from big budget work, doing stunt guys and stuff for like Paul Blart Mall Cop, and productions that come around, to lots of low budget, horror and indie features and stuff like that. Done some acting work for some people.
That's true.
And several more, and so now we pretty much just make these silicone masks, and currently we just sell them on eBay, but they've been selling worldwide. And
That's
so we're
really
just going
good.
to keep on, doing this. This is our first trade show, and hopefully there'll be many more.
That's good. Well, I wish you the best of luck. And with this sort of skill and level of quality, how can you go wrong?
Thank you very much, Eamon. I appreciate it, buddy.